you have a bit of course, no?
Talvez a gente possa começar a ter esse tipo de clareza que você está pedindo aí. A OMC não faz nada. Assinar?
Não, os temas críticos mais difíceis que poderão ser resolvidos em um ano ou dois.
Não tem nenhuma coordenação. E tentar ver se a gente consegue.
A hard Brexit meaning no deal, it means that once the two sides separate from each other, they will deal with each other and with the other WTO members under the agreed terms of the WTO. What does that mean? Is that the UK, for example, will apply to goods and services coming from the EU the same conditions that it would apply for everybody else, and vice versa. About 40% of the UK trading goods is with countries where they have no preferential arrangements today. In those situations, nothing changes. It continues exactly the same way. In the areas where the countries with which the UK had preferential agreements, and that is about 60% of the trading goods, then they lose the margin of preference. So they will have to pay the full tariff. And the impact will depend on the sector. So there will be sectors where the tariffs are higher. In that situation, there will be a bigger impact on the sector. In other sectors, the tariffs of the importing country are very small. So in that situation, there wouldn't be a whole lot of a change. But it's something that has to be done on a case-by-case basis and look at this very carefully.
Diffusing their trade war. Or trade war, trade dispute, depending on how you define it. How optimistic are you that the ball is?
The fact that they have begun talking, and more than that, the fact that we hear comments saying that some progress has been achieved and that there is some degree of optimism in the conversation, all that is positive. And I think that certainly puts us in a better place than we were before.
WTO was behind the curve. What?
I think the first point is that Japan has always been very supportive of the multilateral trading system. They want to improve the system like many other countries do. I think that's absolutely fair. He is right in saying that we are behind the curve, and frankly, international organizations will always be behind the curve. The question is, how far behind are you? And I think that we can do a much better job at getting closer to the curve, and the process of discussing the improvement of the WTO, the reform of the WTO, is precisely what we need to fix that.
Okay.
To come and check out Austria.
Ah, okay.
We're investors globally.
Great.
So I'd love to come and see.
May I give you my
Please.
Good luck.
I was going to invite you to Georgetown University in DC, Washington.
Ah, okay.
If you'd like to come, we'd love to see you.
Thank you.
My family's from Slovenia, so right down the street from you all.
I'm not far away. Thanks.
Exactly.
Well, we would prefer to keep UK in the European Union, but of course, if that is not possible, I think we should try to avoid the no-deal scenario and try to organize the Brexit when it has to take place. And of course, if it's necessary to postpone the Brexit, then we should do that. But I think we are not at the time to take this decision.
Many of